Okay, so guys, I have started work on the one that is to fit me, the giant ruffly skirt. This is the length of one ruffle, the bottom ruffle, the ruffle that goes around the bottom. And see how much fabric this is? Like, look at all of this amazing ruffleness. And then, I had the skirt part cut out too, because, yeah, you do that first. So this is the skirt part, and I have the lines on the inside. For this one, I think I'm only going to do 5 ruffles, because that's what it measured out to be good at. So I've hemmed this, and then I measured, I did all the math to figure out how long each ruffle should be. So for my skirt, here, let me give you the measurements. I sound like an old person. Okay, so my skirt, I have the waist at 29 because my actual waist is 27, but I wanted to leave a lot of like extra in case that like I messed up and had to cut some off or not, because usually my stuff ends up being a little too small for me, whereas not being too big for me, because too big you can fix, but too small you can't really. So the waist is 29 and the length is 21 inches, so that it should end up being about my knees or a little below, like there maybe. And then I calculated all of the lengths for the ruffles. So the way that I did that, and I tried to explain it a bit in my last video, but I didn't very well. Look, it's like pink with tiny clowns on it. I wasn't going to use the tiny clowns fabric, but then I was only going to use it for the base because you don't see it, but then I was like, you know what, I'm probably going to run out of fabric because, like, so the first ruffle strip is supposed to be 201 inches long, and I made it a bit longer, so again to add for seam allowance because I had to sew a bunch of pieces together. But yeah, if there's music in the background, it's because I was listening to the soundtrack of Mamma Mia while I'm working. So yeah, I asked people to send me different musicals to listen to while I worked, and that was one of them. So I'm listening to it. So first I'm gonna give you what the measurements are, and it was 201 inches, 173 inches, 142 inches, 107 inches, and 73 inches. And that was for the bottom, 3 in the middle, and then the top, like, edge of the skirt. Being for what my skirt is. It would be different for other people's skirts. But now I'm going to tell you how to calculate that. So first, you would take the measurement from the... Here, I have to show you. So you have your skirt like this, right? And I did it wrong the first time too, so yeah, it's okay if you mess up. So how you're gonna first want to see how when you typed into the calculator how big this was to figure out how much you should cut off when you were making the half circle skirt, it'll give you a length, and that length you have to make sure you add to whatever of these lengths. So the entire length of this skirt, including the top triangle we cut off, is 32 inches, but this part's only 21 inches. So, because I cut off like 8 inches or something, so you have to factor that in. So then it'd be from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. I mean, like the top bit always. And then you can take that measurement, which will be the radius of your circle, and find the circumference of your circle by doing 2 pi r. So it would be like the first measurement was 32 inches from the very top corner of my fabric to the bottom, and that was 32 inches. So I took that, and it was 2 times pi times 32. I used a calculator, and then the answer I got was 200 point something, but I rounded it up because I just wanted to round it up because, you know, like I said, you can fix it if it's too big, but if it's too small, it's kind of hard to. So hopefully that was helpful and not super confusing. Here you have that. Yeah, that's my chart for stuff, so I don't know if that helps you or not. But as you can see here, I messed up and I didn't factor in the corner bit first, and you do have to do that or else it won't be completely right. It'll be too small. So that's where I am, and just hemming that, it was like, 200 inches long, took a really long time. So yeah, I don't have that much I have to do today. I just have to do driving and possibly mowing later today, and I feel like I should get dressed, but I don't really want to. So maybe I will. We'll see. I won't be able to put the zipper in this skirt in this video, so we won't know if it actually fits me or not because I don't have any zippers. But I can sew it the way that I've been doing the way I've been doing the doll skirts, where I sew it up just a bit and then I'm like, okay, well, here's where I have to start adding things, and then I'll just put the zipper in later. So maybe I'll have one video where I put a ton of zippers and stuff, and then you can be like, look, it's the final thing, yay. Yeah, so we'll just see how that goes. My plan is to make all the ruffle strips before I actually try to make them into ruffles. So basically that's probably what I'm gonna do all day. So you guys saw this fabric with tiny wood clowns on it is the base fabric and the first ruffle, but then I have some other fabric here. So I'll get as many ruffles out of this fabric as I can, because there's a lot more of it than there was of the clown fabric, so hopefully I'll be able to make this last quite a while. But it's these sprigs of flowers, and then can you see the little blue girl? Because that's there. There's a little blue girl, but they're very pastel, and then there's a sprig of pink flowers. And then if I still have a ton more to do, I have this just plain pink fabric, and they're all about the same shade of pink. Like, they're a little bit off, but yeah. So hopefully I won't need any more than this, because if I run out, it's gonna be like, but I have some more pink fabric. It's just not the same color pink, so it might look a little bit weird, but we can work with it. Hopefully this will be something I can actually wear out, though. So, I mean, being a Lolita thing, it's gonna be a little weird looking, but yeah. Look, also, my nails are really sparkly, and I like it, and then my hands are really blue, so yay! Alright guys, so I have put clothes on, and I have finally finished doing all of them. So the one for the very top is this just pale pink plain color, and I think I'm going to do the waistband in this color also. And then the middle ones, the middle three are all, you know, this with the little blue people on it. If I show it to you right side out, you can actually see them. Which I find it kind of ironic that they're wearing the kind of dress that I'm trying to make. But I'm hoping to finish this as much as I can today, but I've gotten to the point where I have to actually make the ruffles ruffle, and the way I did it last time, I hand sewed them, which was fine for something that's small, but this is like 12 feet or something. I don't know. It's really long. These are really long, so it's kind of hard to do it by hand, and I don't really know how to do it by machine. I know you can. You just set the machine to like basting stitch. Also, look. But I don't know how to do that with my machine, so I'm gonna have to call my mother and figure that out. So if I do figure it out, then I'll tell you, and if not, I'll feel like I didn't get anything done. So alrighty guys, I have actually made progress. Whoa. Yeah, it's crazy. So I've had to do all of the ruffling by hand so far just because I can't figure out how to make the sewing machine do it. Or like I kind of figured out how, but the string kept breaking, and I feel like you need some heavy duty string for this. Thread, I mean, I don't know. Anyhow, so last night I got the first, the bottom ruffle on, and then today I have the second one, and then the third one I'm trying to do, but again, the string broke when I was doing it by hand, so having to just do it with pins, and yeah, it's not the best skirt ever. I'm working on it. See, look, lots of ruffles. It's cute, right? Please tell me it's cute. Also, I realized after I was halfway through ruffling the first one that I had done it upside down, and I was just like, you know what? That's fine. I'm not gonna redo this all just so it can be right side up. So if anybody asks me, hey, did you know that's upside down? I'll be like, yeah, I wanted to see the pretty ladies on my skirt. Yes, so that's the excuse. If anybody asks, yeah, that's why. So I'm about to sew on the third layer of ruffles, and then I'll have 2 layers left. And then all I have to do is put the waistband on and figure out how to get it over my butt. Yeah. Alright guys, so I have finished sewing on all of the ruffles, and let me just stand on a chair so you can see what it looks like. I'm just holding it shut in the back, there's no anything there, but this is what the skirt looks like all together. So we have the clown layer, the 3 layers of ladies that are upside down to you and right side up to me, and just a plain pink layer here. And I'm just smoothing them down so you can see how far down each layer goes. I tried to make each of the ruffles 6 inches long, but these bit here was a bit longer than that for some of them, so you can see a little bit of the clown print underneath, which isn't necessarily how it's supposed to look when you're done, but I think it doesn't look terrible. I think it's okay. So the thing I have to do now is make the waistband, which I'm going to make also 29 inches, so there's still room to add fasteners and stuff. From the back, it's like still fluffy and everything. And I'm not sure. I meant to wear this with a ruffly poofy skirt underneath or by itself. I'm gonna see once it's finished. So what I'm gonna do now is, like I said, I'm gonna make the waistband. I think 2 inches high is probably gonna be fine. So I'm guessing that's about here. So I'm gonna go for 2 inches tall. And for that, I'm gonna make a tube that's 4 inches tall by 29 inches because waist size, yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna sew it up the back a little bit. So probably it's gonna end up being sewn up to about here, which is like where booty shorts would hit me, and or a bit lower than that. And then the rest of it I'll leave open because I don't have any zippers. So we'll see how that goes. Alrighty guys, so the skirt is as finished as it's gonna get in this video because I don't have a zipper and I'm not quite sure what to do with the ruffles to sew them down. But here you have it with the waistband and everything, and on me it's like that. And I don't think backing up will make it easier to see the rest of it, but I'll do that anyways. Uh, there you go. Now you can see it. So there you go. That's a whole skirt, and it's a bit longer than I intended it to be, but that's okay. I haven't actually worn it without a skirt underneath it, so I don't know exactly what it feels like, but later on when I put the zipper in, I'm considering wearing this to school. And then also I was thinking, like, I watch videos, and Pretty Pastel Please's haul videos are good things to watch when you're sewing because you don't have to be looking at the screen all the time. You can listen. So I was like, if she ever watches this, which she probably won't, but if she did, do you think she would like to wear something like this? Obviously, if it was a bit more professionally made, but would this be the kind of thing she would wear? And I'm probably going to post a picture of it on Insta and again ask the same thing. So, yeah, that's the end of this video. That's all for now. So, goodbye, have a great day, and yeah.